What's up everyone, Meredith here from artsandclassy.com. Wanted to get on here today to share with you my next furniture flip project. Very excited about this one because I got to partner with a new company called Retikit, if you're not familiar with them. It's a really cool system that they have going on. I don't know if you've ever experienced the frustration of having to sand, like restain, recover any sort of furniture piece, but I know I have, and it takes so long sometimes to sand things down, to get it to that perfect surface, to be able to restain and finish the piece off really nicely. It takes so many hours. Well, this company kind of helps you eliminate those extra steps. What I mean is, it actually is liquid wood that you're painting on the surface, as well as a fun stain to stain it afterwards, and then a top coat. You can paint it on almost any surface. I did mine on wood tables that I didn't want to sand and restain, but you're also able to do it on glass, you can do it on plastic, you can do it on any sort of like metal, you can do it on metal. So if you have a dumpy like table or a dumpy chair or something, you want it to look like it is real wood, you're actually able to paint it, stain it, top coat it, and then you're done. So I'm really excited about that. They sent me a bunch of fun products that I'm going to be sharing with you during this furniture flip, as well as this really cool book. And I just had to do a little shout out for Michelle Corwin, the author of this book. It's called My Flipping Life. I was a little curious when it got sent to me because I had, never really seen anything like this before, a book like this, where basically Michelle breaks down how she finds furniture, also how she, like the different techniques and styles of refinishing furniture, what supplies she uses, what supplies she recommends, how to sell your furniture, and then also kind of how week by week how to reinvest your earnings to continue selling furniture, whether it's as a side hustle or if it's as a full-time position. And I just really think it's a super valuable resource, and I definitely just wanted to give her a shout out because I really kind of hate that I didn't write this book. So I definitely think you guys should definitely check it out. It's really, really good, and you should definitely check out Retikit. So thank you, Retikit. Now, I don't want to give you too much information on everything I'm about to do in this video. I don't want to spoil it, but the next clip I'm going to be sharing with you will basically be kind of an unboxing of all the products that I received when I got them. So stay tuned for that. Here are a couple things that came with this care package they sent me. So first of all, this is basically the first step. I got sent a light wood and a bleached wood, basically liquid wood paint. This is the first step. Then you're going to basically paint it with a gel stain. This is the stain portion of the project to make it look like whatever stained finish you want it to be. The next step after that, once you're done with that, actually got sent these two. They're basically like faux wood finish, like rubber tools. So if you can see the wood graining on there. So basically once you've applied the gel stain, you would basically go across the surface and it'll create a faux wood finish, or like a plank look. Here's a wider one. So I haven't yet decided which one I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do this more narrow one because I have an idea of like a faux plank finish on the top, and I'm excited to get to this project. The last thing, once all of that is done, we have a clear satin polyurethane waterproof finish. So once you've done everything you want to do to the furniture piece, you will cover it with this to protect it. The other thing that came with this fun package is got a nice little rag here just to like help with the staining process and to clean things up, as well as some latex gloves. And I also got a brush for the painting portion. So these are the tables that I got off Facebook Marketplace for $15, and I think they've got really good bones, and I definitely think they have a little bit of damage, but not that bad, and it's easy to fix with a little bit of paint. And the first step that I took was locking in the leg hardware. These tables were a little shaky, but just by using an Allen wrench, I was able to lock the legs into place. And what I usually do with all of my pieces is I clean and wipe them down from dust and dirt. That really just makes the surface a lot nicer to paint and stain on. And the next thing I did is one of the most important parts. It's masking. So using painter's tape to mask the part that I want protected so I can apply chalk paint to the base of the table. Chalk paint's great because you really don't have to sand before you paint. I really love that. I use it a lot on a lot of my pieces that I make over. But, you know, the daunting part is always adding the painter's tape because it takes a lot longer than you think it's going to. But just really adding some nice even brush strokes. It only took a couple coats to make these look great. The next step is actually adding my liquid wood paint by Retikit. This is the first coat that I am applying to the tabletop. It actually took 2 coats to really achieve the opaque look that I wanted prior to adding my gel stain. The important thing that I will say with this portion is to make sure that you're painting in long strokes in the direction that you want the wood grain to be presented on your table or whatever project you're working on. So as you can see, the second coat looks a lot better. So I'm excited that it only took 2 coats to do. The next thing was making sure that I painted the underside of the tables with the liquid wood as well. I didn't want the underside of the tabletop to not match with the tabletop. Next step was actually applying the gel stain after I let the liquid wood dry for 2 hours. And as you can see, I'm applying the gel stain with a brush, and I'm also doing it in long strokes in the direction that I want the grain. The first coat didn't apply as thick as or as dark as I wanted, so I just made it a point to add as many layers as I wanted to make sure I was achieving that farmhouse kind of rustic look that I was going for, which was definitely going to take a couple more coats. So this is coat number 2, applying it with a brush, as you can see, still blending in those long strokes with the gel stain, making sure that I get the sides of the tabletop, making sure there's no drips, just really making sure that it looks nice and seamless. I had to do the same thing with the second table. And I think one of the biggest things that I learned from this process is just make sure I'm blending everything in. I didn't really want it to look choppy, and I didn't want there to be like some like noticeable dark marks, but I still wanted there to be kind of an aged look. So by the time I did my third coat, I was able to use the wood graining tool to really achieve that top wood grain aged look that I was going for, that, you know, that farmhouse top that we all think of. So I was really, really happy with that wood tool because I really think that it ended up looking exactly like what a rustic farmhouse tabletop would look like. It does totally achieve that look. The next thing I had to do was stain the underside of the tabletop. And I did 2 stains, and I did not use the wood grain tool for this portion. I just really wanted it to match. I don't think anyone was really going to be checking out the bottom of the tabletop, but if they lifted it up, I wanted there to be some sort of cohesive look to it. And I did this on both tables with a paintbrush. And then I noticed that, I don't know, I really wanted there to be a little more of an aged look to the base of the table. So I went back in with acrylic white paint and an artist brush, and I dry brushed white paint all over the base to kind of give it that, you know, rustic look. I really think that it made a huge difference and added a lot more dimension to this piece. It's like those little details that really make a difference. And the last thing I did was add my polyurethane polyacrylic top coat in a clear satin finish. And this was really amazing. It went on really, really easily with a brush, and it dried pretty quick, and it didn't dry shiny. I was really happy to have that satin finish because I feel like it really just blended in with the work that I had done on the tabletop. And doesn't that wood grain look awesome? I think it looks so cool. I think it looks so true to what real wood grain looks like, and it was super easy to achieve. And I'm really, really excited that it turned out really good. I ended up doing 2 coats of a polyurethane finish just to really make sure that this piece was completely sealed so that no damage could occur to it. I did apply it to the entire piece, so including the legs and the top. And this is the finished product. Well, at least one of them. Doesn't it look good? I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I really love the aging on the legs, and I just feel like these tables have so much more potential now, and they just look so much more modern. And I am super grateful that they turned out great. So thank you, Retikit, for this opportunity. Okay, what did you think? Did you like the side tables? Isn't it like kind of an amazing transformation from start to finish? They look like completely different tables. I really loved being able to exercise my creativity on this one. I feel like farmhouse furniture is very popular, and it's something that can really be blended into kind of an eclectic mix in your home, or it can be very rustic. And I'm really excited these tables turned out the way that they did. I really love them. I think they turned out great. And I wanted to thank Retikit again for sponsoring this video and for sending me all your fun products. It was so much fun to work with them. I can't wait to pick another project to do with them. And yeah, I just am so excited to share it with you. Anyways, if you liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Click that subscribe button. And I want to hear from you. What did you think of this video? What did you think of this tutorial? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear and see. I love reading your guys' comments. I try to respond to every single one of them as quickly as I can. And just as I said, your feedback means a lot. So thanks so much for the support, everyone. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.